years out of the year. Still alive, just. I don't know what I'm going to do. I've got a bunch of doctors down here that haven't got a clue what they're talking about. I've got an internal complaint caused by my immune system attacking myself. And the doctor came up yesterday and he said, "What's all this fuss about? A little scratchy itch on the leg." He hadn't even read my history, because if he had, he would know. I saw an immunologist about it. I was given a course of treatment, but these stupid doctors that taken over since my doctor retired won't accept it. They keep changing it, and then they wonder why I'm all a right mess, causing trouble. Not once since my doctor retired I've had the proper course, and this is what the proper course is. 30 milligrams a day for 4 weeks, then reducing by 5 milligrams each week. That was specific by a specialist in the hospital that I saw in Tavistock. But no. The doctors have made all sorts of cock-ups. They've diagnosed me of having diabetes, give me metformin and it'll kill me. They've syringed my ears and give me a viral infection, which is destroying my blooming hearing, and one ear's totally gone. And it also affects my eyesight, my balance, even my concentration. I have severe headaches because of it. And it affects my sinuses. I went to ear, nose and throat. And they examined me and diagnosed it all. They gave me some exercise movements for the balance, which worked for 18 months. After it started acting up again, they did tell me it may need to be done more than once. So I contacted my doctor. Quite obviously my doctor hadn't got a clue. Well, I say my doctor. I don't know who my doctor is. Whether it's Chilton, Pryor, Blumley, or what else, I don't know. There's been so many different ones. And none of them have read my history. If they had, they would know that I've had severe arthritis for 40 years. And if anybody knows anything about arthritis, after 40 years, it's one hell of a lot. I can barely bloody bend down to pick something up without getting serious pain. I can only sit at the computer for 5 minutes before the pain starts, and the longest I can stay on is 10 minutes or perhaps a bit over. All they're asking me about, I tried to phone 111, and that is rubbish. She asked me so many questions, I ain't got a clue what she was talking about, partly because I couldn't hear her because of the ear infection. I've got an hearing aid that's useless, supplied by so-called Lloyd's Open Clinic, and the glasses are just as bad. All they're doing is selling as much equipment as they can to the National Health Service, and they don't give a damn about the patient. And the doctors are just as bad. They're covering up. And the reason they're covering up is because they know they've made mistakes and they're in danger of being struck off. Well, I hope they see this here, because if they do, I've been praying that somebody would phone the police and tell me about it to try and stop me. You see, because if they phone the police and the police come out, I don't care if they arrest me, they'll have a hell of a job, because I can't walk properly and I can't travel in any vehicle without severe pain. But at least I'd get to talk to a solicitor or a lawyer, and then it would all come out. but I can't get anybody to do anything about it. The police won't do anything about it. I can't even get into hospital for a proper examination to prove I'm right, because a doctor has to recommend you to the hospital. And when all the doctors are lying through their teeth to cover their own asses, what can you expect? I've just spent 25 minutes on the phone on 111 trying. All I wanted was a book appointment with a doctor. What do they say? In the end, I hung up. It was hurting my ear so much trying to listen to him. I told him to clear off. And I said, if you want to phone somebody, phone the police. Because I'd be delighted if one of them walked through the door now. Really. Because then somebody would listen to me. It happened before. I had no help, no nothing. And somebody phoned the police about me. 2 policemen turned up here and discovered how I was living and how I was struggling to manage on my own when I should have carers at my age. And take it from me, I've paid my whack to society. In the 50s, because I couldn't get a job, I joined the Merchant Navy because unemployment was so high in this country. I spent 6 years in the Merchant Navy, paying tax and national insurance. I was only in the country 6 months in those 6 years. And these here bloody well millionaires come here and live here half the year and say they're non-domicile. I'm fed up with it. For God's sake, somebody do something about it, or there'll be, I don't know what's going to happen in the end. If it wasn't the fact of my poor old cat, I would have ended it long ago. Because I cannot bear suffering anymore. But she can't survive without me. She gets better treated than I do, that's for sure. Because I don't believe anybody cares about anybody over 50 these days. The trouble with these people is these bloody mobile phones they've got stuck to their ear all day. It's addled in their brains and they don't realise it. And they never listen to you. Anyway, that's about all I got to say now. The pain's starting to hurt and I don't really want to put up with it anymore. If I wind up dead, at least there'll be this record of what's happened to me on there. That's my main reason for putting it up. So I'll say goodbye to you all now. And if anybody knows anybody that can help, if there's a lawyer out there that wants to earn a fortune, take me on, because if we win, I'm not interested in the money. I just want to get treated fairly. I've got anything I want I can buy. Because I don't drive, I get £50 a year motoring mobility. Cost me 30 quid for a taxi the other day just to do a bit of shopping. That's not the point. But the point is, why the hell don't people believe you when you say... They seem to think doctors are gods and that they can't be wrong. They're always bloody well being wrong. And not only that, that's why there's so many doctors that become murderers and get away with it. Yes. What was he called? West and Crippen and quite a few others I can't remember. But some poor sod like me, because I'm a serf, a bloody well scum of the earth, you know, that has to have a bloody good big brain that knows everything. They don't like it. Because they think I'm a country yokel. There's a stupid idiot who believes anything they say. They're trying to say, oh, I'm mental, I'm paranoid. It's not true. What I'm saying is not true. That's what they say. But eventually it'll come out. I pray that I'm still alive to see them get their dues. Because if you got money, you can get away with any bloody thing. And if you got power, you can get away with it. And doctors may not have all the money, but they certainly have all the power. Because patients do what they tell them. And if they tell them the wrong thing, they wind up dead. Anyway, I hope the doctor sees this. And please send the police out to me. Please do. I love it. Goodbye.